Hi everyone, I'm Jono, Health and Wellbeing Activator for North Lincolnshire Council. Today I'm just going to be running through a 30-minute strength and balance exercise session that you can join in and do at home. Okay, so all you will need to join in is a chair, preferably with no arms like the one I'm sat on now. If you haven't got a chair without any arms, just be careful because we are going to be taking our arms out to the side, so you will need some room, okay? Also, you will need some dumbbells or some weights. Again, don't worry if you don't have any at home. You can just use some tins of food, canned food, or bottles of water, just so you've got some resistance when we're doing the upper body work. So now we are just going to start with our warm-up and mobility. So when we are working, you need to have your bums right to the front of the chair, so you're sat nice and upright and got a good posture, okay? So we're going to start with our warm-up and mobility, starting with our lower body and working our way up. So we're going to start with our ankles first. So when we're there, we're just going to go up onto those toes and up onto your heels, high as you can on each. And with all these exercises, you'll keep on hearing me saying you're just going to go at your own pace and at your own range of motion. Okay, so that's as high or as wide as feels comfortable to you. So we're just going to go a couple more of each. Heels, toes, heels, and toes. Next, we are going to go out over the gate, so we're going to open up those hips and groins. So this time you're just going to take one knee up as high as you can. Then from there, you're going to take that foot as wide as you can, like we're going over the gate. Back over that gate and then matching it up, same on the opposite side. So the knee goes up as high as you can, then that foot goes as wide as you can, and that's just opening up all those hips and groins and all those muscles. Good work everyone, keep that one going. And again, just give me one more on each side, and then relaxing that one down. Next, we're going to heel taps next, so you're going to take one leg at a time, just tapping that heel out, getting that leg nice and straight. And again, switching legs every time. But this time, once the legs are out straight, I want us to really concentrate on squeezing and holding those muscles in the top of those legs, working those quads. Good. And again. Couple more on each side. And then from there we're going straight into our knee raiser. So you're just going to go one knee at a time, just up as high as feels comfortable to you. And same again, you're just going to work at your own pace, so as fast or as slow as you want to go, but you're just going to take that each knee as high as you can on each side. Good work everyone, keep that one going. Nice high knees. And again, couple more on each side. Then we're going out to the side again, but this time with our legs as straight as we can. So you're going to take the foot as wide as you can, but keeping the leg as straight as you can. Out to that side. And again. Own pace and taking it as wide as feels comfortable to you. Well done everyone, keep that one going. Couple more on each side. Then we're going to finish off there with our lower body, with our can-can kicks. So this time we're back into those knee raisers, but this time we're just going to take one knee up as high as we can. From there you're going to kick the leg out as straight as you can, down, and then matching it up, same on the opposite side. So knee up as high as we can first, kick that leg out straight. Good work. And again. Couple more on each side. And your last ones. And we'll relax that one down there. Moving on to our upper body warm-up and mobility. We're going to start with our front raisers. So with your arms as straight as you can keep them, palms facing the floor. We're taking those hands up in front, and then we're just going to stretch them as far back behind as you can. So you're going up to the front and back. Well done. And again, a couple more. Up to the front. Back behind. Last ones. And relaxing that one down. Onto those shoulder presses next. So this time, you're going to take those hands to the side of the ears, elbows bent. You're going to press those hands up just as high as feels comfortable to you. Coming back down to that start position. Up above and back down. Good work everyone. Couple more up above. And your last one for the shoulder presses. And we'll relax that one down there. Moving on to our side twist next. So we're going to work those waists. So with our hands up in front of the body, twisting from the waist, you're going to take your hands and your chest as far out to one side as you can go. slowly coming back into the middle, pausing in the middle every time before you twist round to the opposite side. You're just going to twist from the waist, shoulders and hands as far around as you can, pausing in the middle every time before you go around to the opposite side. One more on each side. And relax that exercise down there. Onto our side raises this time. So with your arms as straight as you can keep them, palms facing the floor, you're going to take the hands out to the side and then back down to that start position. So we're going out as high as feels comfortable to you, holding it and back down. And just give me 2 more on that exercise. But this time with your last one, we're going to take those arms out, we're going to hold those out as straight as you can. Circles from the shoulders, you're going to go little circles going forward. So making sure the whole arm's going and we're not just twisting those wrists. The whole arm is circling from those shoulders. And if we can take those circles backwards. And then we're going forwards again, but this time we're going to make those circles a little bit bigger. But again, arms as straight as you can keep them. All that movement circling from those shoulders and backwards. Good work. Final push, we're going forwards again, but this time as big as you can. Trying to keep those arms as close to those ears as we can. And backwards. Good work, everyone. Finishing out to the side again. Last push, we're going to come to the front. We're going to squeeze our hands together, squeeze and hold those muscles in the chest. Taking those hands as far back behind as we can. Squeezing the muscles in the upper back and those muscles in the back of the shoulders. Chest muscles to the front, upper back and rear delts. Good work, everyone. Just give me 1 more of each. And relaxing that one down there. On to our next this time. So all you're going to do is take your ear down towards the same shoulder. As far as feels comfortable to you till you feel a nice stretch in the side of the neck. Pausing back into the middle and then down to the opposite side. We'll just do a couple more on each side, nice and slow and controlled. And your last one on each side. Good work. Sticking with the neck, this time we're just going to look up towards the ceiling or just as high as feels comfortable to you. You're just going to take that head up as high as you can. Once you're up to your highest point, you're going to hold it there just for a second or two. And then slow and controlled, just bring that chin down to the chest. Staring at that floor. And again, slow and controlled, back up to your highest point. Staring at that ceiling if we can. And controlling the chin to the chest. Just 1 more of each to finish with the neck. We're coming up towards our highest point. Staring at that ceiling. Final one, chin to the chest. Staring at that floor. Good work. From there next we're back onto our shoulders, so we're going onto our opposites now, okay? So with both arms, keeping them as straight as you can, you're going to take one arm out to the side, the opposite arm is just going to come up to the front. You're going to drop down, and you're going to match it up same on the opposite side. So we're going to take those hands up as high as we can, on each side, one out to the side, one up to the front. Good work, everyone. 1 more on each side. And then relaxing that one down there. Last couple for the upper body. We are going on to our side bends next, so sitting nice and upright in that chair. Arms down by the side. You're just going to go down one side of the chair till you feel a nice stretch down those sides and those obliques. Pausing again in the middle before you go down to the opposite side. So I want us to imagine that we're stuck in between 2 panes of glass, one in front, one behind, and only movement we can do is go side to side. We're not leaning forwards or backwards in that chair. You're sitting nice and upright and just going down as far as you can on each side. And just 1 more on each side. And we'll relax that exercise down there. Chest presses next, last push for the upper body. We're going to take those hands to the side of the chest. And as we press our hands out to the front, nice and straight, you're going to squeeze and hold those muscles in the chest. And as we bring our elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, contracting those muscles in the back. Chest muscles as the arms go out to the front. elbows back, squeezing those muscles in the back. Good work. Again, chest muscles, squeezing those muscles in the back. And just 2 more of each to finish. And your last ones. And relaxing that one down. Good work, everyone. Our next exercise, we're going back onto our lower body to finish with our warm-up and mobility. So starting off, we are going to go into something called opposite elbow, opposite knee. So the knee that comes up into the air, you are just going to meet it with the opposite elbow. If you struggle getting there with the opposite elbow, you can either go opposite forearm or opposite hand, okay? We're going to do 10 on each side, 20 in total. Then after we've done 20, we are going to go straight into our chair marching, which is going to be opposite arm, opposite leg, swinging through like we're marching, okay? We're going to aim to keep that going for 30 to 45 seconds. So first of all, 20 opposite knees, opposite elbows or hands. 1, 2, 3. There's 10, halfway through. Last 2. Then chair marching, opposite arm, opposite leg. So you're going to swing those arms through, taking those knees as high as you can on each side. And you're going to march at your own pace, so as fast or as slow as you want to go. And you're going to try to keep that pace all the way through to 30 seconds. And those knees as high as you can on each side. Well done, everyone, keep that going. Last 15. Nice high knees, swinging those arms. Keeping that pace all the way through. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax that one down. So that's us there, finished with our warm-up and mobility. We are then going to move on to our upper body work. So if you would like to grab your weights at the side, cans of food, bottles of water, whichever you have got. We will start with our first exercise. So our first exercise we are going to start with is our shoulder presses, okay? So with those weights, cans of food, bottles of water in the hands, you're going to take those to the side of the ears, elbows bent. From there we're going to press those hands up as high as we can. Coming back down to that start position. And down. Each exercise we're going to aim for 8 reps. But if you're finding that too hard, you can just go as many as you can. So 4, 6. If you're finding it too easy, you can go for 10 or more. Last one up above. And relaxing that exercise down. Chest raises next. So this time we're going to work those muscles in the chest. So with your palms facing away from you, keeping those arms as straight as we can all the way through the exercise. We're taking the hands and the weights just up in front, squeezing the chest muscles at the top before controlling back down to that start position. We're coming up to the top, squeezing and down. That's halfway through. 4 more if we can. Every time those hands and weights are up at your highest point, really concentrate on squeezing and holding those muscles in the chest. Last 2. And 1 more to finish on that exercise. Good work, everyone. Side raises next. So with our arms as straight as we can keep them, those palms facing the floor, you're going to take the hands and the weights just out to the side, holding at your highest point just for a second or 2, controlling back down to that start position. Good work. So don't worry if you can't get your hands and weights all the way up as high as you, just go as high as feels comfortable to you and holding at your highest point every time, just for a second or 2. Last few out to the side. And 1 more to finish. Good work. On to those upright rows next. So this time we're going to pull the hands and the weights up towards those shoulders or chins as high as feels comfortable to you. We're going to make sure that we lead with those elbows, and our elbows always stay higher than the hands all the way through the exercise. Holding it again at your highest point before slowly controlling back down to that start position. And that's halfway through. 4 more if we can. And your last 2. And relaxing that one down. Good work, everyone. On to our bicep curls this time. So we're going to work those muscles in the front of the arm at the top. So with your palms facing the ceiling, elbows tucked into the side of the body, we're going to curl those hands and weights up towards those shoulders, squeezing those biceps at the top before slowly controlling back down to that start position. And again. Good work. So with this exercise, really concentrate on keeping those elbows tucked into the side of the body all the way through, not letting those elbows flare out. We want to keep all that work and that movement in those biceps. 3 more up to the top, and every time those hands and weights are at the top, squeeze and hold those biceps. Last 2. And 1 more just to finish. Work, everyone. From there, next we're going to work those muscles in the back of the arm, this time those triceps. This time with our elbows bent, we are going to lean slightly forward in that chair, and then from there our hands and weights are going to go as far back behind as we can, just till those arms are nice and straight. You're going to squeeze and hold those muscles in the back of the arm, those triceps, bending back at the elbow to the start position just to relax. So we're going back behind, squeeze and hold. Good. So every time those arms are straight back behind, really concentrate on squeezing and holding those triceps, working those muscles in the back of the arm. 3 more back behind. And your last one. Good work, everyone. Relaxing that one down. And our last push with the weights for the upper body. We're going to go 2 moves. We're going to work those muscles in the chest and shoulders. So with your weights or cans of food, you're going to squeeze them together as hard as you can. That's going to keep the muscles contracted all the way through the exercise. Your 2 moves, you're going to take those hands out to the front. You're going to squeeze and hold those chest muscles. We're going to come back, and then we're going up above, squeezing the muscles in the upper chest and the shoulders. That's going to be 1. To the front, up above. Good. Making sure we're squeezing those cans of food or weights together as hard as we can all the way through. Making sure those muscles stay contracted and are working constantly all the way through the exercise. Halfway through, 4 more of each if we can. Two more of each to finish on that exercise. And your last ones. Good work. Place those weights or cans of food down to the side. We are going to move on to our lower body exercises now. So our first round of lower body exercises, we are going to start with our sit-to stands. So our sit-to stands do exactly what it says on the tin. We are going to go from sitting to standing, however you find easiest, okay? So if you need to give yourself a push-up with those hands, that's fine. As long as you go from sitting to standing, I'm happy, okay? If you struggle with your sit-to stands, or you're not doing your sit-to stands, you've got another option where you're just going to do feet raises and holds, okay? So while we're doing our sit-to stands, you can just go with your bums towards the front of the chair. So you've got enough room between your back and the back of the chair, so you can lean back slightly. You're just going to go either with your legs straight or knees bent. Take those feet as high as you can. Hold them in the air. And then slowly lower down as we lower down back to our seat. So that's with the legs straight. You can do it with your knees bent. Hold and slowly lower down. Completely up to you which one you want to do. If you are joining in with the sit-to stands, you will need your bums towards the front of the chair. Feet flat on the floor in a nice comfortable position. And we're going to go up on 3. 1, 2, 3, driving up through those feet, standing up nice and tall, getting your balance. Then once we're up at the top, we are going to slow as we can, just control yourself, back down into that seat, trying not to drop into the chair. And again, up to the top. 2, 3, driving up, balance, slow and controlled, back down into that seat. Good work everyone. And again, 2, 3, driving up, slow and controlled down. This is our third one, so we are halfway through. If we can, we're going to go 3 more up to the top, okay? 2, 3, driving up, balance, slow and controlled on the way down. So really concentrate on going as slow as you can on this lowering phase, because this is where we're working the muscles the most on that lowering phase, okay? Last 2, 2, 3, big drive up, slow and controlled down. And your final 1, 2, 3, driving up. And this is your last one down to the chair, so see if we can save our slowest one for last. Really concentrate on lowering yourself down as slow as you can, not stopping in the air, constantly lowering, not dropping into that chair. Good work, give those legs a little shake. Now we are going to go on to our standing exercises back behind the chair. So once you're ready, if you want to make your way around to the back of the chair, we are going to go on to our standing exercises now, working our body, lower body for strength, and we're also going to work on our balance a little bit as well, okay? So our first exercise behind the chair. Each exercise, you've got that chair there to help with the balance as little or as much as you need to, okay? So our first exercise, we are going onto our leg raise out to the side. That's going to work those muscles in the outer thigh, those abductors. So we're going to work one leg at a time. So we're going to do 8 on one leg, and we'll switch around and do 8 on the opposite side, okay? We're not going to alternate. So with one leg, keeping it as straight as you can, you're just going to take the foot out as high as you can to the side, hold it at your highest point, before controlling the legs back together. And again, out, hold, together. And every time you've got that foot out at its highest point, really concentrate on squeezing those muscles in the outer thigh, and also in those glutes. 4 more on that side if we can. Last 2. And 1 more on that leg. Good work. Switching round. Same on the opposite side. Keeping that leg as straight as we can. Taking the foot as high as feels comfortable to you. Holding each time just for a second or 2. Really concentrate on squeezing and holding those muscles in the outer thigh. And your last 3 on that side. And 1 more to finish. Good work. Our next standing exercise, we are going to go into our squats or knee bends. So with our feet shoulder width behind the chair, holding onto that chair for balance again as little or as much as you need to. This time you're going to bend at those knees and you're going to lower yourself down like you're going to sit onto a chair. You're just going to go as deep as feels comfortable to you, stopping at your lowest point, and you're just going to drive up through those feet, standing up nice and tall. Again, slow and controlled down, bending at those knees, deep as feels comfortable to you, holding, and up. Good work. So don't worry about going too deep. As long as you're bending at those knees and lowering that bum down a little bit, it's working those muscles in the legs. So you're just going to go as deep as feels comfortable to you. There's 4. If we can, 4 more down to your lowest point. Slow and controlled down. Driving up through those feet, standing up nice and tall. And your last 2. Final one to finish. And relaxing that exercise down. Good work everyone. Our next one, we are going to work those muscles in the lower legs, those calf muscles, okay? So behind the chair, you're going to need a little gap in between the feet. You've got the chair there again for balance as little or as much as you need to. You're going to go up onto those toes as high as you can. Squeeze and hold those calf muscles first. Then we're going to balance just for a second or 2. Slowly controlling those heels to the ground just to relax. And again, up to the top, squeeze and hold. Balance if we can. Controlling down. Well done. There's your fourth. Halfway through. 4 more, up onto your toes, high as you can, squeeze and hold those calf muscles, then balance. And your last 2, squeeze and hold, balance, down. 1 more. Good work everyone, relaxing that one down. And our final standing exercise, we're back onto those leg raises, but this time we're working the muscles in the back of the leg, in those glutes as well. So this time, same as before with the leg raises, we're just going to do 8 on one side, then we'll switch around and do 8 on the opposite. So holding on to the chair for balance, one leg keeping it as straight as you can. You're just going to take the foot back as high as feels comfortable to you, holding at your highest point, before controlling the feet back together just to relax. Every time you've got that foot back as high as you can, really concentrate on squeezing those muscles in the back of the leg and in those glutes. Good work. Couple more. Back behind. Last one on that side. And relaxing that one down. Same on the opposite side, keeping that leg as straight as we can, taking the foot back as high as you can, squeezing and holding those muscles in the back of the leg, those hamstrings, and working those glutes. Well done, halfway through on that side, 4 more if we can. Your last 2. And give those legs a little shake. And if you'd like to make your way around to the front of the chair and take a seat. Our last push on the lower body. We're going to work those core muscles now. So those are muscles in our tummy and in our lower back. So we're going into our leg raises and holds. So you've got 2 options with this one. So both with either with your bums towards the front of the chair, so you've got enough room between your back and the back of the chair so you can lean back slightly. That'll help get those feet a little bit higher and take a bit of stress off your lower back. So your first one, holding on to chair for balance if needed. You're going to lean back slightly and you're going to hold those legs out nice and straight for as long as you can, aiming for 30 to 45 seconds. Anytime you need to lower those feet down and rest, you can. Okay, your second option is doing the same again, but with those knees bent. So with your knees bent, you can lift those feet up, hold them in the air for 30 to 45 seconds, and then lower down. Okay, so we're going to go any of those 2, and we're going to start our 30 to 45 seconds, feet raises and holds. 1, 2, 3, feet up as high as you can, either with your legs straight or knees bent. Once you've got those legs in the air and those feet are in the air, I want us to really concentrate on using those core muscles, so those muscles in our tummy and in the lower back, to help keep those feet in the air and not just using those muscles in the legs. Good work everyone. Halfway through. At any point you need to drop down and rest, you can. You can always join back in. But if you can keep those legs in the air for the full 45 seconds, that's brilliant. Holding there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax those feet down to the floor. Good work everyone. That is the hard work done with today. We have just got our stretches to finish off with, okay? So we're just going to start off with our lower body stretches. So we're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So with your bums towards the front of the chair, you will just need to take one leg out nice and straight. From there you're just going to lean the chest forward, and as we lean the chest forward, let the hand slide down the straight leg, far as feels comfortable to you. Once you feel a nice stretch in the back of that leg, hold it there. We're holding each stretch 10 to 15 seconds. And slowly coming back up that leg, matching it up, same on the opposite side, leg out straight, leaning that chest forward, letting the hand slide down the straight leg. Again, just until you feel a nice stretch in the back of that leg. Holding that there. relaxing that stretch down. Stretching the muscles in the front of the leg this time, those quads. So you've got two options with this one. So with your bums towards the front of the chair, you can either bend at one knee and take the foot as far back, either underneath the chair, or if you can't get it underneath, you can go down by the side, okay? Whichever one you find easiest, that's the one we're going to do. So once you've got that knee bent and that foot back as far as you can, from there, you're just going to lean slightly back in that chair, and that's just going to increase the stretch in those quads and in those hip flexors, and again, holding that stretch. 10 to 15 seconds. And relaxing that stretch down. Same on the opposite side. Bending at the knee, taking the foot as far back. Feels comfortable to you. Once that's there, lean slightly back in that chair. Increase that stretch in those quads and hip flexors. And relaxing that stretch down. Good work, everyone. Legs a little shake. Moving on to our upper body stretches. So we're going to start with our upper back stretch and rear delt stretch. So that's those muscles in the back of the shoulders. So with your hands together, you're just going to push those hands as far away from the body as we can, just until you feel a nice stretch in those muscles. Once you feel that stretch, keep on pushing those hands away. Just keep that stretch in those muscles all the way through. And again, relaxing that stretch down. Tricep stretch this time. So taking one hand out, you're going to place that hand onto the same shoulder, underneath the elbow with the opposite hand, and you're just going to help that elbow up as high as you can. If you can reach over the top to apply pressure, brilliant. If not, just carry on supporting from the front. We're still stretching those triceps, whichever way. Again, holding that 10 to 15 seconds. And relaxing that arm down, matching it up, same on the opposite side. Hand onto the same shoulder, underneath that elbow, just helping the elbow up as high as you can. So you feel a nice stretch in those triceps. And relaxing that stretch down. Shoulder stretch next. So this time you're going to take one arm out in front of the body, keeping that arm straight, just bring it across the chest. The other arm just comes underneath the hand and just pulls it further across till you feel a nice stretch in that shoulder. And relaxing that arm down, matching it up, same on the opposite arm. Starting out, arm out straight to the front, across the chest. The other arm just comes underneath to pull it further across. But again, making sure the arm across the body stays as straight as you can, so that stretch stays in the shoulder. 10 to 15 seconds again. And relaxing that stretch down. Last couple of stretches to finish. We're going to stretch those muscles in the chest. So this time, if you can, take those hands onto your lower back or towards the back of the chair, whichever you find easiest. Once you've got those hands there, you're just going to push the chest out, draw those shoulders back just until you feel a nice stretch in those chest muscles. And again, holding that 10 to 15 seconds. And slowly relaxing that one down. And our final stretch and breathing exercise with your bums towards the front of the chair again. This time you're going to let your chest lean as far forward down towards those knees as you can. Once you're down to there, let those arms dangle down by the side. As we come up to the top, we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and every time we come up, we're going to stretch those arms up as high as we can. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in, all the way up to the top, stretching up as high as you can, holding for 5 seconds, and slowly breathing out as we lower our arms and ourselves back down to that bottom. Just go 2 more up to the top, big deep breath in, all the way up, holding for 5, and just your last breathing and stretch exercise. Deep breath in all the way up, filling up those lungs, holding for 5, Slowly breathing out, lowering yourself back down to that bottom position. And as we slowly come back up, just one more time, give those arms and legs a little shake. And thank you very much, everyone. Well done. Hope you enjoyed that.